Welcome to my house party. It's a giant mansion, baby. Don't slip on all my money. Yeah, there's a lot of models and some supermodels too. Don't touch my diamond fridge, it costs more than the country of Peru. Seduction is like a game of chess, and I'm the queen. Wait. Can't stop, won't stop, dancing deep into the night. It's a magic party. Know that time is super tight, and if you're feeling naughty, we'll smoke champagne by candlelight. It's a magic party, and later on the panda fight. You've really got to agitate the pandas to get them engaged in combat. They're very docile by nature. I laced their bamboo. Hey girl, heard you couldn't find the dance floor. Just walk right past the garden, go through the Spanish-French doors, turn right at the 7th bathroom, then a left at my laser car. You can ride my purebred stallion. If you hit my mode, you've gone too far. Take an upside down left at the MC Escher stairs. Okay, we're almost halfway there. Can't stop, won't stop, dancing deep into the night. It's a magic party. Our party out just for tonight. And if you're feeling naughty, we'll smoke champagne by candlelight. It's a magic party. Now let's watch two pandas fight. Last week all over again. Let's get the hell out of here! Can't stop, won't stop, non-stop, running for my life. It's a magic party. I pray to God we all survive. And if you're feeling saucy, we'll grab some spears by candlelight. It's a magic party. We're dropping pandas left and right. Save yourself! God, party's awesome! So many pandas going crazy! No man could escape the justice my meaty clackers could provide. So I bought them a little unitard and found them a tiny cave. Then ran to the city's toughest gang and screamed there's no escape from the wrath of thunder and lightning. Just that fell from an angel's crown. Thunder and lightning. Round your junk, then I'll take you down. Stones of war, tiny hammers of Thor. Thunder and lightning. One with the power to electrify, one with the strength to smash. First you hear that rumble, baby, and then you see the flash. My loins are filled like darkened clouds, evil has no chance. All shall tremble before the storm that gathers in my pants. Turns out being struck by lightning doesn't give you any powers. They caved my head in with a pipe and beat me for several hours. But as I lay there half conscious, with my nuts exposed to air, I looked up to the blackened sky and said an ancient prayer. Lord, if you're there, please infuse my nuts with the power of 1,000 suns. Holy shit, you're real? Let there be thunder and lightning. Acorn shot from the tree of life. Thunder and lightning. High voltage nerves lighting up the night. Mighty balls gifted from Odin's house. Thunder and lightning. Suck 'em. Live? Yes, we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to an exciting Friday stream where today we are hippity hopping our asses into my classic Friday stream thing of just some simple Slay the Spire. I'm gonna be doing a warm up relic run, as I call it now, because I love that game mode so fucking much. And we'll see how much time we have after I lose or win. But before we get into all of that, I have a simple question for all of y'all. How have your weeks been? How are your weekends shaping up to be? Most importantly, how are you all doing today? I've had a week. I've had a week. I've definitely had a week. Nothing too crazy or too not crazy happening this week. Just a collection of shit. In fact, one of the things that caught me the most off guard happened right before stream. I got a message from Milkblade. I imagine he's having a very fun Friday stream because I sit down and 2 minutes before I go live, I get a DM from Milkblade that was a series of 5 messages. And I need you all to just hear this. Eric, where is the Spider-Man meme? Tell the lesbians I was serving. I can't find it. Please send it to me. Also, I'm going long today, so if you want to play some HOTS or stream or something, let me know. And I just sit down and I'm like, what is this fucking series of messages? So it prompted me to go into our DMs and look at like all of our images that Milkblade and I have sent back and forth. And I went all the way to the end of our Discord DMs, and y'all, there was a time period right after Junie started popping off that Milkblade and we were memeing the shit out of it. Y'all have no clue. And I got caught so fucking off guard when I stumbled across a couple of memes that immediately fucking broke me. So guys, we're starting today with me showing you guys a few memes that are at least 4 to 5 years old. For anybody who are OG Junie fans, you're gonna recognize them. Will you share something? That's exactly what we're gonna be doing today. Oh my god. Y'all, oh my god. So I didn't even know I had things like these anywhere, and they are so. I need you guys to know, heads up, and I know none of you actually care, but I gotta lampshade myself a little bit. This is 4 or so years ago. This is before I got a lot more familiar with Photoshop, and I likely made these in MS Paint. I need y'all to know that because I hadn't been working on doing thumbnails and photoshopping work, so that's my only lampshade. But these were when Junie was starting to pop off, and we were having a lot of memes with it. A lot of memes I were just using her model and shoving them into other memes. And this was the first one I spotted that made me think, fuck, I gotta go back and look to see what other Junie memes we have. Which was this. Wait, this is a Model 1. What, the armor was the armor Model 2? Let's hear. This is where she added the splash of green. So this is either 2 or 3, right? So as you can see, it's just a meme called The Anatomy of a Cat, where there was a picture of a cat with a bunch of arrows saying worthless. And I just took a PNG of Junie and put it badly over top of the cat, where the 2 images were at different aspect ratios, so you can see there's some stretching occurring where it doesn't need to be stretched. So this is the first one I saw that went, maybe there's a good one somewhere. And I stumbled across this fucking gorgeous bit of perfection.
Like, I don't know what the fuck I was on. I have no fucking clue what I was on or what was happening. This happened. This is the one that I immediately started breaking down laughing. I never found the meme Milk was looking for. That's the horrible thing. I never found the Spider-Man meme he was talking about. I found a quote from one of us referencing it, so I know about what date I need to be looking around. But now we have to go through like six, seven different probably Discord DM channels, all looking at that date to see if I can find the meme Milk is looking for, and it is going to be harrowing. Hunting down dads for food or other. I don't know. I don't think there's ever been a meme in the Junie fucking community about her coming to steal your dad. You know what? No, hold on. I gotta see if there was any goddamn context for this. 1 second. Let's see. This was, I think it was in this channel. It would have been included an image. Then I think I go to page 400. Maybe it was 398 or something. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, it was 398. Okay, I'm gonna jump to this. Oh, wait, no, this is the cat one. Right. This is the one from the Me and Milk DM. Sorry, y'all. 1 second. Sorry, y'all. I gotta go through probably a bunch of D&D photos. No, wait, I pinned it after I found it. I pinned it. Hell yeah, perfect. Was anything being said? There was nothing being said in between us. There was no conversation happening at this time. I just dropped this image on no wait on April 1st, 2022. And the next message between us in this chat wasn't until April 15th. I don't know why I made this. What was happening before? Then what? The day before I dropped this meme, I was teaching Milkblade how to set up the, you had to do an old code for Fugitech. Before Fugitech had a website, to do like little PNG jumping, you had to actually plug in code. And I was explaining to Milkblade how to set up the code on his OBS so that he could have a bouncing PNG, right? Then a day passes. I send him this meme, and then 15 days pass, and we continue our conversation. I don't know what this means. I don't know what this is. There is no context I can provide you all about this fucking meme. Besides that, that is 100% of the context that now exists for that meme. And I hope y'all appreciate that. I hope y'all appreciate what sort of an idiot you choose to come and listen to. But how are y'all doing? How's your fucking week's been? Oh my god. Let's see. It's gonna be an interesting time because no one apart from the one person in the club played D&D before. Oh my god, you're gonna have to teach people D&D. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear. I'm so sorry for your loss. Oh shit. Well, okay, I'm gonna read V, help me out here. I'm gonna just be reading how people's weeks were, but once I'm done reading how people's weeks were, remind me to share opinions about the door being removed. Give me a bit of reminder on that. Let's see. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Car repairs are expensive. Car repairs are fucking expensive, V. That's why car maintenance is important, but the repairs are always hell. My week started kind of bad, but it got better when I put in my 2-week notice. Fucking get it, little. Is it a happy 2 weeks notice? Is it you've got another job lined up 2 weeks notice? Or is it the bad kind of 2 weeks notice where no matter what happens to me, I can't take this anymore? Well, now went to see movie yesterday with friends. Would you see Ultima? What the fuck? Why are you just, oh, I went to see something. Fuck you, Ultima. You know I hate that. Yeah, Milk's got the rum out. Milk and rum. A horrible combination. Let's hear. In my main friend Discord, we have a channel called Quotes to write down the most out of pocket shit out of context that we have said. All right. There is only so much I can say without literally having someone send assassins after me. But there exists somewhere a Discord channel that includes a chat channel called Bungee Gum. And in Bungee Gum, me and some friends who have been friends for a while play a game called Copy Paste. And how copy paste is when a friend of yours says something wild and out of pocket, you say copy and you record it in the channel. Then at any point in the future, when someone says their name and paste, they have to repeat what they said. But because we just keep adding and we don't remove previous quotes, there is a lot. There is a lot of really bad, out of context sentences that exist in a text file somewhere for some people. And we have joked so often about someone's career being over should the Discord ever leak. Oh, there are, Ultima. Oh, Ultima, there are. You have no idea. Oh my god. What is funny is almost none of my, like, I've got some dumb ones in there, but almost none of mine are as bad as some other people's. Let's see. I'm gonna just pick someone, pick a month. Someone pick a month. And I'll go see if I have a quote from that month in any year. First person to name a month. Let's fucking go. What if one of us took this meme for Junie to sign at a Little Pink? What do you want? What would you want in exchange for you taking that meme to a con? That'd be amazing. Oh my god. We went to see Angel's Egg, which is a very ambiguous 1985 anime movie. It has both the properties of rubber and gum. I think we were making a joke about I'm rubber, you're glue at the time. But yeah, August, October. All right, I'll check both those months. And we'll go to 2024. It's November, October. Do I have anything in October? I'm not seeing anything in October. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August is 8. August. All right, I have 2 in August. The oldest one I have in August 2024 is Wee Whittle Wee Wiv in Diapies. I don't know. Y'all are gonna have to deal with that. And the other one is if I was watching Rome burn, I'd fiddle with myself. Shut. Sorry, Ultima. Sorry. I'm sorry, I had none in October for 2024, so you got the August one. What do we live in Diaper? Oh my god. No, one that was bad, I don't even remember what it was from, is at one point we were talking about Black Cauldron, and we started talking about the character Gertie. And I don't know if any of you have seen Black Cauldron or remember Black Cauldron or anything. There was a little furry creature named Gertie, and he had comic relief voice. So he spoke like, "It's brother Gertie." Like he had like a back of the throat style voice. And we were drunk talking about him, and I had some out of pocket shit in that voice, and I had to repeat the quote that I said in his voice for like several months. No, those are good. Goodbye, Horrid. Hey, how you doing, Rye? What's up? What's up? Oh, in other news, so I recently did something very cursed. I was in the grocery store just buying groceries as you do, and I saw the store I was at that they were selling these massive, how much is in this? 32-ounce jugs of yogurt. So I went and I grabbed the 0% 32-ounce yogurt. And I was trying to think of what I wanted to do with it because you son of a bitch. I don't gotta do nothing with those. You can't make me do nothing with those. But I got this, and then I'm like, oh, what did I normally do? And I remembered a while ago, like a year ago, I got into yogurt. And what I did is I had this big ass bag of an artificial sweetener, a very famous one called aspartame. For those who don't know, aspartame is the main artificial sweetener used in Diet Coke, and it is a little infamous for its level of potency to volume. So I bought this big bag of it because I'm like, well, if people say it's super potent, it's probably a really efficient thing, right? One bag of this, I'll need barely any. And so I would get yogurt, I'd put like 1 or 2 spoonfuls of that in it, and it would come out tasting like I don't know if you guys remember Go-Gurt, the like children's yogurt that was just bright colors and it was like similar to Danimals or whatever. It came out tasting exactly like that. But I don't have that bag anymore, and I don't think anywhere sells just bags of aspartame anymore. So I was walking around the grocery store trying to figure out if there was something else I could do when I came across they were selling these crates of 500 packets of equal sweetener for drinks. And equal is fun because equal is mostly a mixture of dextrose and aspartame. But it came in these tiny little packets. If y'all can hear that. Yeah, you guys heard that. That so I had this crate, and I ripped open like 16 of these and poured them into the 32-ounce yogurt. And I spent like 3 minutes mixing this shit. And I'll be honest, it came out pretty good. This stuff came out exactly how I remembered it. So if any of y'all want a very sweet, very cheap, very low calorie dessert, go get yourself some bulk yogurt. Go find yourself some artificial sweeteners that include aspartame and fucking destroy that shit. For those who want some variety, adding in vanilla can also give you a pretty cool effect. I once tried adding in a bunch of vanilla and freezing it to see if I could get sort of like, frozen yogurt ice cream sort of feel to it, but it didn't really like freeze up right, I don't know if it was like needed more salt sort of a thing, because like ice cream uses a weird amount of salt to get the right style of freeze, It just didn't freeze up right. It didn't come out very good, just kind of doing it like that. Oh my god. So that happened. Let's see what else has happened. Sorry. Oh yeah. Oh God. So this week, I think it was Wednesday night. It might have been Tuesday. It was Tuesday or Wednesday. Milk messages the group and says, "Y'all, I have had an absolute day at work. Can we go hit up the bar tonight?" So it's a Wednesday night and we're going out to the bar and I'm just going there like I'm gonna have one drink, but as soon as it's like 10, I'm going home. I got work in the morning. And we're all hanging out and Milk's telling his story. And then a couple of people like just sit down next to us and they're having a very the man of the group is having a very, very fun Wednesday evening. And at one point, he turns over, starts chatting a bit with us, and he asks me what I do. And I make the mistake of telling him, as I explain to him that I am a QA tester, a quality assurance tester. He's like, what was that? And I try to explain more simple terms. And he points at me and goes, "You play video games all day." And I'm just like, you know what? Yep, sure. Yep, I do that. And our bartender overhears me and she starts talking. She starts talking about Pragmata. Oh, yeah, no, tell him I'm a streamer. Oh, dear God, no. No, pull out my phone, bring up fucking VTube Studio on him, like, that's me. Could you imagine if he turns out that dude watches me? That'd be terrifying. And she starts talking about Pragmata, and I start trying to share my theories about why the robot girl is like a kid, right? How there's like the robot's trying to trick you, or it was a trauma build by someone with a dead kid. And the bartender starts talking about how much she doesn't like all the controversy around it, about there being kiddie stuff. And the drunk guy gets full attention at that point, and he looks at me and goes, "Does QA test for little kids stuff in games?" And I'm like, "Oh, I can't. I can't with this. I fucking can't with this bullshit." So I only stayed for like 20 more minutes. I made an excuse and I headed out. Never tell drunk people you're a QA tester. Never do it. It'll never end well. That's my lesson. That's the lesson I've learned. Holy shit. Oh, and I also owe you guys an apology. Last weekend I said I was feeling the urge and I was thinking of maybe doing an extra stream this week, trying to give you guys a midweek stream. As y'all can tell, it didn't happen. There's an important reason it didn't happen. I have restarted the process, y'all. I, on Monday, rewatched an old stream, pulled out a good 9 clips out of it. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, I worked through my first pass, ended up fully kicking one of the 9 out, but got all the rest through their first level of editing. Then last night, I sat down and I got one of the videos through its first level of shorts editing. It's one of my longest shorts I've made, because YouTube now allows you to go pretty long on those. So it's like, I think it's a 90-second short, and I'm getting slowly back into it. I don't know if these will be ready for me to start doing like after next weekend. I feel pretty confident I could get them by then if I push through after work every day. We'll see if I can maintain it, but I'm happy to get back in the grind. But I want to say I'm sorry, y'all, I didn't give you an extra stream. That's because I am working on the content, getting things ready. I'm a dip, it's almost 4, and I need to veg. Ah, that's fair, right? You take care. You know my rules. I don't want any of you watching me past 3 a.m., okay? The VODs will remain. So yeah, so I'm working on stuff. Hopefully we'll get some shorts. It's not a massive batch, but maybe I'll be able to get enough going that I can actually get into a process again now that I'm really settling more into the rhythm of work and stuff. So I hope you guys are excited because I definitely am. But I think that was everything I really wanted to talk to. Anything else? I have a new roommate. So the 4th room is no longer empty, but that's really all I could say at this point. Haven't had too much of an encounter. Let's see. Well then, think it's time for us to hippity hop our asses into Slay the Spire. And with that, it's time I could share my opinion on the
Reminding you to
goddamn
remove the
door.
door.
Thank you, V. I did remember. I didn't need it. I didn't need it. I did remember, but thank you for getting me exactly. I was literally saying it right before you sent the message. I want that acknowledged by someone. Can I do random person? I can't do random person. Somebody pick my character for my warm-up vintage run. Anybody, pick anyone. That was really funny timing. It was perfect timing is what it was. But as some of you might know, Slay the Spire has been having a bit of a controversy ever since one of their most recent updates, their big first primary update. Regent, from the first time chatter, I do not mind hopping in his region. Hello, hello, alien. Sigma. Hi, I'm Eric. Yes, that one. I'm a pudgy little tardigrade who likes to play video games. Are you walking around finding everybody playing Slay the Spire and seeing what they're getting up to? I warn you, I'm bad. I'm very bad. And I'm about to share my controversial opinion about the door maker, so be sure you want to be here before you commit yourself. Alright, so we're gonna go vintage with the Regent. Let's fucking go. So, after their big first update, one of the things that had the biggest amount of changes applied to it was one of the major final bosses, which was the door or the doorman or the door something. I don't remember its exact name. It's not important. And they made him significantly harder. I feel we can all accept that he's significantly harder than he used to be. That's not bad routing there, but that's only 2 elites. I can slip in a third either direction. That's heals, that's events. So this or this are like the exact same route. Oh, no, he doesn't get me into those elites. So the big thing they changed about him is they gave him multiple phases. In his first phase, he exhausts every card you play. In his second phase, you can't draw additional cards. And in his third phase, every card you play removes 1 mana from your current mana on top of whatever mana cost it is. So you have to balance your way through these 3 phases as they rotate. And after this update came in, they were flooded with complaints, with people saying that it was impossible, that it was too hard, that they didn't know how to balance things. And initially, I'm like, this is blowing up so much more than anything I've ever seen on Slay the Spire balance stuff before. And then I remembered that Slay the Spire 2 sold uniquely well in the Asian market. And it turns out a large majority percentage of the complaints were coming in through those market areas. So what I think is a combination of things. I think that it's very likely that market is not used to games in pre-alpha like this that update themselves and balance things to try out shit. Because here's my original opinion. Here's my real original opinion. Slay the Spire is a run game. You go through a bunch of runs, and sometimes you're just going to have poor RNG and you can't win. And that's fine, because no individual run is actually important. And anyone who says one of the potential final bosses being too hard ruins the game completely, I thought was just ridiculous. Then I fought them, and I'm like, damn, this dude is pretty rough. But I'm also not amazing at this game. I am mediocre at this game. I accept one of the 3 bosses is going to be harder than the others, and that I am very likely not able to beat them. But that's just me. So that's mostly where I'd been living with my opinion on it. But then I started beating that boss, and I started seeing more and more of the complaints that were coming through, orienting around people saying things like, this completely ruins my build. Which at first caught me so off guard, What do you mean that boss ruins your build? You don't have the same build every run. The card rewards are you don't have the exact same deck every single run, do you? And it started to occur to me that these were a bunch of people who thought they had solved Slay the Spire and could just get free Ascension 10 wins every time by taking the exact same cards every run, never looking at what boss was going to be coming up, and adjusting their build to match what they needed. And what my original thought being, oh, I don't understand why people are so upset. It's a roguelike game. Some runs are just not going to be wins, and that's fine. To, oh, I get it. These bunch of cowards are just too scared that sometimes they're going to lose when they haven't lost before. And that's where I was. And now I'm hearing they actually removed the doorman. And I think that's coward stuff right there. They shouldn't have done it. They shouldn't have appeased all the people saying he was too hard. Literally yesterday, I beat the doorman on Ascension 7 with the defect, I believe. And what I did is on the start of Act 3, I started adding in additional trash and status card production into my deck. I had a claw deck going at the time, but I started adding in cards specifically to be used, for example, during his. What am I building? Am I building? Oh, right. I haven't gotten cards yet. I've been getting artifacts. What artifacts do I have? 2 cost. Get rocks. That's fine. I don't really have any build. I love Panache. Panache is amazing. But I think I have to go ultimate block since I'm not really guaranteed cards. It's not going to be easy for me to try to sneak in 5-card plays when I don't know what I'm going to get. Ultimate block's really good. So I, adjusted my build in order to beat the upcoming boss. And I just think it's a lot of people who are like that. And what Panache is the correct choice for the correct build, obviously. Thank you, Crank and Lever. You go look at Steam and Everywhere, but China has at least very positive, with traditional Chinese being mixed and simplified Chinese being overwhelmingly negative. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? What would it mean? Why would traditional Chinese, let's see here, everywhere but China is very positive. Yeah. So it's mostly an Eastern market, specifically China thing. Traditional Chinese is mixed, and simplified Chinese is overwhelmingly negative. I don't know. I'm not familiar enough with the usage of simplified versus traditional to really know what this actually says. That sounds actually super interesting. Now, what I will say is I did have an opinion on the doorman. I feel like you can definitely intentionally adjust your build to counter all 3 phases. Maybe not in one deck, maybe only counter 2 of the phases, and one of the phases becomes pretty punishing for you. But I think you can definitely counter any of the phases that you try to, and I think it's relatively easy to counter 2 of his phases with your build just going through Act 3. That's my opinion of it. What I did think is I found the design a little off from their traditional way they approach things. Normally, what I thought, especially for the effect of exhaust your cards, is normally there would be a way to work through a boss's effect. What I mean work through is like normally it'd be something like the first 2 cards you play are exhausted, or all of your cards that are 1 or 0 mana are exhausted. So what I really thought is there should have been a way to work through all three of the effects. Like, okay, if I have enough trash cards, then I can overcome it and I can use my real cards like I want to. If I'm phasing him, that's the turn I have to use my expensive cards on because he only gets rid of my cheap cards. And then similar things for each of them. Normally, there's a way to work through an effect that doesn't make it free, but gives you a way to circumvent it at a cost, you know? And that's what I like. What it seemed like though for the doorman's design was there wasn't a way to circumvent it built into him. Like I said, when I knew I was coming up against the doorman, I shifted my defect build to have a few more random statuses get included because I could play certain statuses on the exhaust turn since they exhaust anyway without losing anything. But normally there'd be a way that any deck could try to work through it, you know? And it felt like they hadn't really put in their ways to work through it. I had just hoped they would have nerfed the effect or added some method of getting through the effect. I'm really sad to hear they just removed him and have stated, no, everyone is right. He is too hard. Because I don't think he's too hard. Power spam defect just get hard counters the doorman. That's fucking. I don't know if it counters. Is it the eye? Which is the one that gives you. What is the one that gives you fuck the +1 or you lose 1 mana for every card you play? Now, that's not to say he can't get around that. There's definitely some pretty significant ways that the power build defect, if you get enough of the gain certain amount of mana, what is it? There's a gain 1 mana every time you play a power card, right? I feel like if you use that card properly, you could definitely sneak your way through. Wait, oh shit. 25 would put you at 9. I don't know damage. Oh boy. 24, I could gain 10. All right, Catastrophe. I need you to play Ultimate Block or the Meteor. Oh, Falling Star. We get 1 block. Oh, but I can't Sovereign Blade. Wait, Meteor takes you down to 18, though, so I do survive. Do I damage? No, we full block because we're keeping our Sovereign Blade and we're going to get at least 1 attack. We're okay. We're surviving. We're surviving. We're very low, but we're surviving. Or 1 Subroutine in Echo form. Like, yeah. But, so yeah, there's like, it's just my opinion. My opinion is I don't think Doorman was too hard. I do think he fell a little out of their normal design, though. I feel like normally how they would do it would be something along the lines. Am I just gonna go for powers? I mean, they're not gonna offer me a lot of. Oh wait, and I have to take something. We don't get a lot of card offerings. Let's take charge. Right, I forgot I was playing vintage for a second there. Oh, I want to do the boss, but not at 7 HP. Fuck. Okay, we're going around him. I can't take the chosen cheese. Oh, that's okay. We're getting. Patter is nice. Crush under, be gone, or know thy place. Those are what I'm feeling. And again, Cosmic Difference ain't bad. I think I'm going to go with Rotten War, actually. Just kind of mix in a little more, like, card manipulation stuff. Being able to add in a more big sword sounds great. Ooh, Prolong Furnace. Oh, I want to go powers. Prolong could be really cool, especially if you upgrade it. We're going to go Furnace. We've got the Mummified Hand. Getting just a ton of powers would go so hard. Oh my god, if we could start getting just, like, infinite orbits, that would be amazing. Eric, you gotta follow the spreadsheet to get the proper build. Fuck you, Craig and Lever. I do not respect that way of playing. I do not respect it. I do not respect all those people upset that it ruined their build. Absolute insanity to approach a roguelike deck builder game and being upset that your build got ruined. But that's my opinion on the whole doorman fucking controversy. I do think they should have done a bit of a rework nerf to the effect, but just to make it something that is circumventable. I wasn't looking for them to absolutely just end the guy, you know? Obviously, I could kill you with Sovereign Blade. That's 2 mana for 7. 2 mana could get me 10, but then I don't remove the 7. Yeah, I think I gotta remove him. And then we'll drop a block. Oh, wait, I actually have Intimidating Helmet. I need to consider that a lot more. Royalties, Patter, made Rotten War. Wait, is Patter a power? That's awesome. I didn't even realize I had a second power. Um, Even if he doesn't die, he's dealing the most damage, so it's good to weaken him. Do we deal 10? Takes him down by 4 to 7, but 7 doesn't take him into 1 strike. So I think we'll just hit another dude since they'll gain the armor. If it would have taken him down to 6, I would have hit him because then he's in range of like 1 strike kill, you know? But since he'd be at 7 anyway, so I'd have to hit him twice anyway, I don't really think it's worth it. Okay, ultimate is 15. They're swinging for 16. Let's go ahead. Forge 15, 6. Do I just take the one? I think I just take the 1 and get more damage out. You can't paint the painting if they don't print the numbers on the paper. Oh my god. I mean, I don't know if I've told y'all about some of my pettiest shit because for me oh my god, wait. God damn, 42? So I could remove any of them. 9, 7, 9. That'll take all of my mana. Let's do it. And that gives me a little more block. We're still going to take some damage here, but we're getting through, and we're going to have rest, and then we'll be fighting the final boss. Well, not final boss, but, you know, boss. When I played Magic the Gathering Arena online, there would be times like towards the end of a season when I've been playing a lot of ranked that I would start getting pettier and pettier with my builds as people fell into doing the exact same decks over and over again. And there would be at least one point every season when I was doing MTG Arena where I would make a deck where I would run mono black and every existing version of the card. Whenever you create a card, gain 2. Ooh, that's awesome. Oh, that's fucking awesome. Shit, I really want that. It's like prophesize. There's a chance we can accidentally hit that with our mummified hand, so we can make it maybe free. Oh, fuck it. I want every relic. I would run a mono black deck that would run every instance of card that would let you name a card and exile all copies of it from the game. And there was one season where there were 3 or 4 unique cards that had that effect on them. So I could roll into a ranked game and on seeing what colors a person was playing, 9 times out of 10, the entire first like 3 turns would be me naming cards without having to look at their deck besides what colors they were playing and successfully removing cards from their deck. There was a game where turn 1 I removed 4 copies of like a key card in his build. Turn 2 I removed 2 copies of a different major card. Turn 3 I removed another 3 copies of a different card, and the dude immediately forfeited turn 4. And I was losing my goddamn mind laughing, just thinking, yeah, maybe next time you should invent your own deck instead of playing one that I can look up the card list for. I'm a very petty person. It's not an attractive trait, but goddamn If I get driven to the edge sometimes by certain behaviors, I do not appreciate people who refuse to even add in one unique card into a deck in a deck building game. Homie, if you didn't want to think through your deck, all the cards that exist, and try to make something unique, why are you playing this game? Net decking is a terrible consequence of the internet. It's not really unique to the internet because people still created lists and shared them around before the internet, you know? But yeah, net decking has made it aggressively more prevalent. It is aggressively more prevalent now. We could patter, which puts us at 9. Playing the sword gets us another 4, so we're over top. But we take him down to 24, which is solid. I'm a little scared. He's at 36 Steam Eruption. Oh, he's going to go up to 38, I think. Right? It's just by 2s, but no, it's by 3s. 39, he healed. We should be able to kill him. My real concern is not actually whether or not I could kill him. My ultimate defense going out, so we're going to get these 3 cards, which aren't good, and a random additional 2. We have 23 HP. I need 39. Oh, ultimate block. Oh my god. Thank you, ultimate block. Oh my god. What I really wanted was the comet. The comet would have weakened him and take almost all the damage off, but oh. Or I guess it's not comet, was it? Falling star? This is comet. So we have Matt Smith. Matt Smith. Oh, right. Wait, we have Regolite. So we have to do Bundle. Add 3 random colors cards into your hand. Let's go. It was the upgraded one. Does that upgrade them or does it make this not exhaust? Add 4 cards. Okay. Defends get goopy. If you have unspent energy, gain 2 next turn. We don't really have a ton of energy manipulation. It's not bad. There was a time where I was running, I think, Ice Cream and one other relic that did energy production. That this became really good. I think we might go with Goopy. You know what? I've never played with Pale's Legion. I'm gonna go with Pale's Legion. I've never done it. Is it the relic goes to sleep or I go to sleep? Not bad there, but no 30 elite makes me a dull boy. 3 elites, no healing is an option. Late shop, double elite exists. So we have a late shop double elite. We've got 2 elites with a lot of healing. Or we have a triple elite, no rest site. Hey, Morden. It's been too long. It's been too long. Morden Canner Roman. Morden Canner Roman. Morden Kane Roman? Kane, like candy cane? Morden Kane. Morden Kane. Morden Kane. Wait. No, I'm thinking of Caiaphas Kane. Never mind. It's okay. How you doing, Morgan? I feel like it's been forever. When was the last time you were here? Welcome, welcome, my dude. We just slaying the Spire. I'm talking about the doorman, getting people angry at me, sharing absolutely ridiculous old memes. Terrifying. The energy on this is terrifying. All right, I think we're going to do just the double elite late shop. We can get a lot of value out of it. I want to do the 3 elites, but with a 0 healing going on, that's going to be way too rough, honestly. No, fuck it. We're taking out the Prophetize. We're taking out one of our strikes. Oh, shit. We gained a lot of block. We got something else that gained us block? Because I know this gains double block. Yeah, and it's just this. We don't go to sleep. We're going to hit him. We're going to do this. All right, and we could bundle a joy. Wait, whenever you create a card, gain 2... Did I? Wait, I played... Block, venerate. Sorry, I'm trying to think how many cards I played. I'm gonna take that, take it out, because then we're guaranteed, I think, to get pattern next turn. Nice. But how have you been, Mordenkainen? What have you been up to? How's life been treating you? And how's your week been? I'm asking because it has been a very mixed week for people, it seems. Some people have been having good times, some people have been having bad times. Quite a few people, I think, said they had a really bad beginning of the week, but the rest of the week's been going okay. Seems just mixed all around for everybody. How about you? Kai of his cane, hero. Oh my god. Right. At least we have a rock. He was going to take my ultimate block card. I can't believe him. Pretty all right. Moved into a new place. Still looking for a job. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. Is it a profession where you're feeling pretty confident, or is it one of those where it's gonna be quite a bit of time looking? Because I had quite a bit of time looking personally, playing lots of STS2. It's very bad that it took me longer than 1 second to know what STS was. Goddamn playing it. Panic button. Gross. How have you been doing? What's your highest ascension on? Well, I'm an engineering student, so I just need a co-op. Oh my god. Hell yeah. That's why I added Prophesize. I was like, if there's a non-zero chance I'll hit that with a power sometimes. That'll make it just immediately a great card to play. Listen, dude, if you find any co-ops who are looking for people, you let me know. I think we all down for joining a co-op, right, chat? Been hard stuck Ascension 9 with my buddy. 11 losses. Let's go. I mean, the highest I'm fucking at is like Ascension 8 with the Silent, but I have gotten most of the others up to level 7. Though I still have the Ironclad because I have favorites at like Ascension level 2. I never play him. I don't like the way he plays. There's nothing wrong with the way he plays. It's just very much not my vibe. And he ends up having to pay for it. Oh my god. Who have you been liking the most? I have been obsessed with trying to get really good as our buddy the Regent here because I love how varied his gameplay is, and I am not good as him. He has been my slowest to drag up to Ascension fucking 7, but I love him. I just love how many different ways you can pull his fucking deck. And I think it's so cool, and it's just unfortunate for me that I'm so bad at him. Ironclad is a bit meat-headed. He also hits all of my most unfortunate things. Namely, that I don't like to exhaust my cards. I like keeping my cards. I don't like playing health. I like keeping my health. He just hits all of my unfortunate little psychological issues. It's just all my little psychological issues where it's just a bunch of, loss aversion activating at the same time. And I'm just like, no, I don't want to lose anything. Stop making me lose anything. None of the other characters force me to lose things. Except for, I guess, the Necrobinder makes me lose strength. But that's almost always just fine. We could take out all your strength. I do have ultimate block. We've got Gambit. We've got volley. Oh no, we've only got 2 turns of sleep, so I'm actually think I'm just using all my potions, trying to rush my way through things a little bit. Let's photon cut. None of these are good. Oh, none of these are good. I don't need Gambit. We're already at like 0 damage. Damn. Well, I'll have ultimate block for next turn, but Rock Boy's dead. We're gonna hit him once for 2 damage. We've got, this is the last slumber turn. Okay, we can dive bomb, photon cut to kill, but then what do I want on top? Do I want ultimate block again? No, I want falling star on top. That way we can vulnerable and weaken next turn, right when he starts fighting us. Ooh. Want to hear the most insane regent build that I don't think anyone else has gotten? So, do you remember? I'm sorry to do this before the very first update, Morden Kane. Do you remember the time when I'm sorry, it's just so fucking it's so ridiculous to me. The time that that arsenal for the regent didn't give you +1 strength whenever you uh created a card, but gave you +1 strength whenever you played a colorless card. I had a run where I had like 3 arsenals in my deck, and I had a bola, which is the 0 cost colorless 3 damage, and then it's added right into your hand at the start of the next turn. And I was doing a run, and I hit it with clone, and I had like, what was it? I had 16 copies of bola in my deck. So stupid. It was so stupid. But I fucking loved it. Do I keep Gambit? Wait. Okay. We're at 29 health? I think I Gambit, actually. Because that puts him to 16. God, this might have been the wrong turn. I might be slightly off on this. No. Let's see. Ultimate Strike is 14. Patter makes it 16. Boom. Nailed it. That's an all or nothing build. That is an it takes you like 3 turns to get up and running. But to be fair, once you're up and running, that is gain 8 strength a fucking turn. It was beautiful, perfect, amazing, no notes. Oh, hell yeah. I'm not gonna be able to kill anyone, so we're gonna weaken the 8 damage guy. And we'll just start peeling his health off. I did not win that run, by the way. I did die on like an elite fight right before the final boss. I had a really bad first 2 turns of draws. It was well deserved. I was abusing the shit out of that build. Honestly, I'm a little happy I didn't get that win. I would not have respected myself after that. Alright, that gives us some block. Can't play the bomb, which would unfortunately be really rad here. Jack of all, let's go. Doesn't really do anything. We could rot. Oh no, building up more damage doesn't matter. They're all exoskeleton. So let's go ahead and charge. Let's get some free plays. So we're going to have 2 instances of full... We have 3 instances of full damage then, at least. Oh, we can shred someone. With all of this, I'm going to go for the highest health guy who's attacking this turn. 9. 9. 9. This will give me 4 armor, which isn't a ton. But it also takes you down to... We just need 2 full damage hits, and he's gone. Oh, you hit so hard. You hit so hard. Alright, we're going this turn without damage. That's fine. We're gonna be just fine. I think it's too late for me to play the bomb, honestly. Get a kill, block up. We could charge. Ooh, so I was going Oh, I love supermassive builds. I've only pulled off a real supermassive build like once, but I do fucking love them. I do fucking love them. Oh, was that discard? I always assume this is draw, not discard for some reason. This is gonna suck. This is gonna really suck. Okay, only 14. And we have an ultimate block. Damn. Okay, we only need 2 full damage hits here. Not even. I think 2 of any attack. Yeah, 2 of any attack works. But I was doing supermassive with card generation. I hit crash landing. Amazing. Like, okay, this is going good. But it gets better. Even when I get pick cards from another class, I pick defect and get trash. to treasure. I get dual wielder from STS1. I don't remember what dual wielder. You have to remind me on that one. So when I played the combo, I would have 3 trash to treasures, give 3 random orbs per status generated, and I would get a heavy empty hand crash land. Oh my god. Crash landing. There was a time I was just playing with a buddy, and when we were doing a run, I'm like, I'm just gonna see how crash landing feels. And my buddy immediately went, "No, don't do it. It's such a dumb looking card." Like neither of us had played it before. We just didn't like the idea of filling our hands with infinite garbage. I did it once or twice, and I was like, "Oh, it's really efficient, you know, and the trash isn't so bad." And then I got my hands on like I don't even remember which. I think it was. Oh God, what's the one that gives you what am I thinking? What am I thinking? It gives you something every time you create a card. It gives you block every time you create a card. Ultimate Strike's not going to break through, so we might as well ultimate block. Okay. That's Pillars of Creation, right? I think that's what it's called, Pillars of Creation. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think it was Pillars of Creation. And the first time I got like 16 block out of a crash landing, I was like, oh no, I understand now. Oh, I get what I'm supposed to be doing here. I know why I'm here. Oh, okay. And that was when I actually realized what I was supposed to be doing as the Regent with his trash creation build. And I got really into his supermassive trash creation builds from then on. I got probably a little too into that build specifically. But it was definitely for me the moment where I'm like, oh, I get it. You know, just Danny DeVito meme right at that moment. I get it. God damn. At the end of the game, the Doormaker, I had a supermassive for 300. Fuck yeah, my dude. Teach him a goddamn lesson. Honestly, we need to just kind of go for it. We're gonna need as much damage as we can. We gotta. Oh fuck! Next turn's his armor up turn. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, this is horrible turn timing. Oh, I have not actually tried out Corrupted. Corrupted is one of the cards I know I need to try out, but I haven't done it yet. I know I need to. I can see where it'd be really, really good, but much like everything the Ironclad does, I get the classic issue where I'm like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to lose health every time I play a card. It's the enchant, I mean? Yeah, the corrupted enchant or whatever it's called. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's one though I've never gone for because it hits me right in the loss. I don't want to lose shit sort of feeling, you know. I can tell it'd be amazing. I don't know how does it interact with multi-hit attacks? If anybody in chat has had a chance to play with that and multi-hit attacks, please let me know. I have to know how that works with multi-hit attacks. Charge, we're gonna take out, we're getting free attacks. No, I'm gonna take out proselytize and a strike. An ultimate strike here. That's fine. Loss aversion. It's only once and only two. No, I get you. Wait, it. Oh, wait. Is corrupted just the next time that card? I thought it would be like your card now does that every time it's played. Is it just the next one time it's played? Wait, I gain 4 armor, right? Yeah. Oh, and you're dealing 4 damage. All right, get hit. Get hit. Oh, and Collision Course is another card I've realized is just efficient. I didn't like it. It put garbage in my hand, but now then I compared it to a strike because I got to see without the stats. Yeah, because a strike is 6 damage for 1 mana, and a Collision Course is 11 damage, and if you get rid of the debris for 1 mana. So it's just like double efficient for effectively the same mana cost. It took me a minute for my brain to really process that, and you're allowed to not pay the mana sometimes if you don't want to. But yeah, for those, if you ever are offered Collision Course and you're just looking for efficiency, Collision Course is the most efficient upgrade to Strike, I think, in the game. I don't know if there's a more efficient like class card. Obviously, like if you get Ultimate Strike, there's something to say about that. There's other cards that play into builds better, but as just a by the math sort of card, fucking Collision Course, insane. All right, do I go for this? I'm gonna actually do that to get one more card out of my hand. We're gonna see if we can hit either Shockwave or Calamity. I'm hoping for Shockwave. All y'all roll that D5 and hit Shockwave. Well, it's only a D4, right? Because it can't hit Collision Court. Can it hit Volley? All right, 1 in 3 chance. Shockwave. Fuck yeah! Get fucked. Highest health is 46. We'll go for you. We'll just play the volley for the meme. Let's go. No, it's every time, but multi-hits don't take your health multiple times, is what I meant. Okay, yeah. With Ironclad playing, you gotta realize that he is so strong he can just not play block cards and burst him down. Any health loss is inconsequential. I know, but I don't like it. It feels bad. It make me feel bad. I know I have to get over it to be better as Ironclad, but I don't want. I just want it to feel good. That's why I think I'm so highly ranked as the Silent. Is there's no part about playing the Silent that ever feels bad. The Silent is just 100% unceasing feels good to play cards sort of character. Do I go for a kill on these? I think I do. We're gonna have Sovereign Blade in hand. You're gonna be Sovereign Blade's gonna go up a little. Ooh, I am weakened, so I won't be able to actually kill all of them. This is risky. This is probably riskier than I should let it be. But I do have a rock in hand if I need one quick burst of damage. Wait, you were the weakened one? Damn. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done it then. So we've got Patter, Ultimate Strike, Collision Course. Collision Course can just drop you for free. Hell yeah. Got it. We got it. Okay, but strength stacking plus vulnerable is insane. There's one thing about Ironclad that makes me upset on behalf of the Silent. The fact that they added a bunch of cards for the Ironclad that is all about no, fuck you. All right, we'll do that. That is all about, like, he's got the card that he gains strength for every vulnerable on an enemy. He has the power that gives damage resistance to vulnerable enemies. He's got all this cool ass shit going on, you know? All this cool ass shit. And then the Silent didn't get, like, they got one power that increases their damage to weakened things, but didn't get like a card that's like gain fucking, instead of strength, you know, the defense stat for every weakened on a character, or hit a character a number of times equal to their weakened, or give them poison equal to their. There's so many cool things they could have done alongside weakened to make a dedicated weakened build that would have been really cool. But fucking the Ironclad's got so many, like, multi-hit if they have vulnerable. Gain strength based on vulnerable. Vulnerable takes even more damage. Silent got kind of up, and it's only because they did such a good job with Ironclad's vulnerable options that makes the Silent seem bad with their fucking weaken options, and it's so sad. I'm really debating. I don't have any multi-hit cards, so I'm not gaining full value out of this momentum if I take it, which really sucks. But then again, if I put it on Collision Course, I'm literally always going to play Collision Course. Just don't rotate my hand or have multi-hits frequently enough. Well, if I start playing charge more aggressively, I can make collision course go pretty fucking hard, honestly. Alright, so do we want to do more minion stuff? I want more powers, actually. We're doing more powers. And because I have Frenzel, I'm actually taking... Listen, between Frenzel giving that +2 defense to both effects and having Intimidating Helmet, I'm realizing Glitter is actually insanely strong for me. Let's go. True, but Ironclad also lost an entire archetype. Which one did he lose? He's got the exhaust. He's got the life loss. He still has the armor buildup. He still has strength gain. What? Archetype did he lose? Oh, yeah, he did used to have a lot more. There used to just be a lot more lifesteal in the game. I remember one of my favorite events to get was the vampire event from Slay the Spire. Trash generation is defect now. He used to have status build. Yeah, and then he would exhaust them. Now, I will say, while you can't really exhaust, like, you don't have the status build up for him, I'd say he now has a ton of cards, like, what is it, the Wolf Howl? He has a bunch of cards that want you to be exhausting them, which in a way are better than them being statuses, but I'm willing to say, yeah, he did kind of lose that. Still, I feel like they did side replace it as the thing. I agree, it's not 100% the same. I'm not going to say it is, but I do think they side replaced it. No, we're not gambiting against the goddamn fucking crab. Do I gain energy? I don't think I do. I think I salvo. No, I don't actually want to retain this hand is the thing. We'll just do a strike. That wasn't a good hand to retain. My friend is butthurt that they removed the healing build, but it was literally one card called Reaper. Yeah, but they did remove basically all of the health gain cards. Like I said, I loved the vampire event where you'd lose a bunch of your health, but then you'd gain the card that, hit twice and life stealed, which I thought was super cool. I really like that exchange. Like, I like it better than, I don't remember which of the dudes give it to you, but now there's the one dude who will give you... Where is my brain right now? That'll give you intangible, like 3 cards that give you intangible in exchange for losing a lot of HP. It's like an Act 3 starter, right? I just don't remember which one. Ooh, I should have looked. I didn't even think to look. Those weren't good. Those weren't good to get rid of. But I don't know. I really liked that. I really liked specifically playing around with the vampire ones, but that wasn't like an archetype build, obviously. That was an event thing. So a little bit of a difference. They gave him a power that heals now. Defect also lost their heal power. Did the defect have a heal? What was defect? Oh yeah, it was literally like med kit, right? Fully didn't even realize that one. Repair? I remember it being like a med kit. Am I crazy? Was there a card in the first Slay the Spire that was just like a med kit? I'm willing to be wrong on this. I'm digging around in recesses of my mind at this exact moment. This feels like 7 at the end of a fight. Okay. No, Medkit was a relic that made all statuses free to play. Okay, now I'm gonna say, I understand why Medkit isn't in Slay the Spire 2. Slay the Spire 2 aggressively would abuse Medkit a lot more than Slay the Spire 1. But could you imagine how fun a Slay the Spire 2 game with Medkit would be? Could you even imagine how unreasonably overtuned you could get with medkit in this game. Oh my god, I love it. Oh my god, I fucking love it. God, I'm kind of sad I had to play a 2 mana card to turn around, but it still gave me 2 block. I'm not gambiting. No, this is my first time, I think, against the crab going into a second rocket where he wasn't already basically dead. I'm doing so bad. Well, I'm also I've lost like half HP. I definitely could be doing worse. I guess it's just a really defensive deck. Not really defensive. I gained 2 defense cards. Haven't even used Gamma Blast yet because of a little mistake I made. Charge on those doesn't feel like a super defensive deck. Huh. Defect's permanent focus might have gotten nerfed into. They did get rid of permanent focus on him, except for there's the one relic that still does it, right? Underground, but they gave us Voltaic, which is quite literally, in every sense of the word, exponentially scaling damage. That's very true. I did really like. There was something I really liked about permanent. I wish there was something more for permanent focus. Like I would love, what is the card? There's the 0 cost card that every time you play it increases by 1, where it gives you like +1 orb, +1 draw, +1, just a bunch of +1s. I would like if there was another version of that card where like you gave up an orb slot or you gave up 2 orb slots for a permanent focus or something. I like playing into that. I like just seeing that number permanently go up. I'll also say, unfortunately for me, I don't like glass. I don't like glass. I wish I liked glass. Glass has some interesting ideas to it. It's just kind of this idea of just a card ticking down over time, or like one of the orbs ticking down over time, that just doesn't agree with me. Something about the fact that it can go into being a 0 thing. I'm like, I wish instead it was just started at 1 or something, right? And you had to do like focus build to make glass worth anything, and less of it starts off pretty okay and then gets good. That might just be like a play style thing. I just prefer the idea of it starting at 1 damage to everybody, and then you beef it up more so than it starts. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll work. Then it starts at 3 and ticks down. Especially because there isn't a lot of permanent focus. I feel like you could have a lot of fun with just having some turns where you spike it up crazy. Glass is worse than electrodynamics. It's the replacement for it. Electrodynamics. All right, now y'all too knowledgeable for me. Y'all learning why I'm bad at this game. Cool. Electrodynamic. Oh, yeah, Slay the Spire would help. The card Electrodynamics is a classical branch of physics focused in electrodynamics was, oh, that was lightning to everybody, right? Yeah, all enemies. Gotcha. Still, I'm more so just talking about the feel. I wish glass started at 1 and then it was about adding focus to make it worth. This is the only one that doesn't negatively affect me, right? You were gonna do choice paradox. I'm have such mixed feelings on the demon guy. Like, I understand the idea of like, you're signing a deal, there'd be downsides or whatever. I'm just so loss averse. I don't like picking up all of his fucking negatives. I do wish they changed his earrings. I wish his earrings were your second turn. I think that'd be more interesting. I think it'd be a lot more interesting if for his earrings I gave you +1 mana and he plays your first turn. I think it'd be so much more interesting if he played your second turn. I just like having the first turn just because some people are gonna have cards that are like your uh I'm forgetting the name of the effect. I want to say retain. Retain is wrong. It's in your opening hand always. In my house, we let Vaku troll our first turn. I'm just saying I want it to be the second turn. I feel like your second turn is so much less innate. Thank you. Your second turn is so much less predictable. I got Vaku's earrings once because I was running silent and I had like an assassinate and 3 backstabs. So I knew what my first turn was going to be anyway. So he would run my first turn, and sometimes he would play some stuff I wanted, some stuff I didn't want. I just think it's funnier in my head if he does your second turn, and it gives you the first turn to feel really good about having that extra 1 energy, and then you get reminded what it cost you, as opposed to every fight starting in the feel bad and then having the value. I really like the idea of getting a lot of value turn 1 and then turn 2 hitting you in the face. That's me. That's the way I like to experience things. We could do one more late shop, 2 elites, a lot of rest sites. Yeah, we're going to do this far over to the right side. We've got 2 rocks, so we'll definitely use one. Ooh, make it so. I love make it so. I think I love make it so more than I should. I don't think it's as good as I treat it. Make it so. Into a man. You're gonna die to thorns. We no longer have... I'm gonna be honest, Pale's Legion, I have not been paying attention to it. Has been going crazy for me. Do I already have royalties? I already have royalties, so I don't need to worry about keeping you alive. 14 is easy. We're gonna charge, and we're gonna take out anything that's not an attack, honestly. And we're just gonna be mean. We're just gonna be mean. He does also exhaust the leftmost card if given the option. He always plays from left to right, always, so you know what he's going to do. Usually innate powers will get played. Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying, is like the fact that your first turn is A, so important, B, the most predictable possible turn you have, and C, is sort of gives you that feels bad of getting the negative effect first. I wish it was turn 2, because A, it lets you do your first turn setup without being interrupted, which I personally think feels good. I think it feels good to be able to do your setup turn. Number 2, you get to feel the turn first of having extra energy. So you get to feel the positive effects of the deal you've made. So you feel really happy right off the bat about the fact that you sold your soul to Satan. And then second turn, it smacks you in the face what sort of a mistake you've made. And then reason 3 is just because turn 1's going to have all your innate cards, yada yada. It's too predictable in my head. I like it being a little unpredictable what someone else playing your hand is going to feel like. I just like it being a little more unpredictable. I fuck with that heavy, actually. It's a good idea. Yes! All of my ideas are good ideas. I'm surprised you're surprised more than Kane. Because the second turn, you could also set up Vaku with Retain. Interesting. So if you're doing a specific deck like Retain, you could... Why the fuck? Oh, this was the ticket. Okay, sorry. I was real confused for a second there. Oh, shit. Well, I wish I knew I was going to get Lunar Pastry. I give up... oh, yeah, I'll give up a Rock Sheet Potion. Bag of Marbles. Does my first turn matter a ton? Not a ton, honestly. Let's get 2. Anchor and Stone Cracker. That's what all my friends call me when I go out digging up rocks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please ignore me. Okay, come on, let's hit Bombardment. Hit Bombardment. Alright, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Hit Bombardment. Yes! I fucking love I'm sorry, Bombardment is literally my favorite. It is my favorite Regent card. It is not particularly good. It is very, very dumb and simplistic, and oftentimes does things you don't want it to do. I love it with every fiber of my fucking being. There isn't a single card in this game that makes me happier than Bombardment does. I do quite like the give block on blank turn card. Do you mean relics? God, I love when you get like the whole ship. Like when you get three of these relics. It's hilarious when your first three turns you have like +10 block. I fucking love it. Boulder is a fun one. Boulder is amazing. Boulder could do nothing, and I would play it because of its artwork. I do mean the relics. Yeah, I like the ship. I like the ship relics. Good job, Bombardment. You fucking got his ass. One game I was playing with a friend in multiplayer. We were both Regent. We both had 2 copies of Bombardment. Oh my god. I was so upset that neither of us at any point got what I wanted was a bunch of bombardments, Mercurial Hourglass, and I wanted what is it, Mr. Struggle. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm a bit of a goofy guy. I'm a bit of a goofster, you could say. Boulder is fun. The image getting bigger makes my brain go burr. That and the bird. I'm so upset. They fucking baited me. I think I have no evidence to prove this. I think Slay the Spire is literally programmed, if you have no saves on it, to always give you the bird egg event on your first run. I think they do something where the first question mark you hit, first or second, like it's guaranteed in your first run, you get the bird egg so that you can see the little animated bird from. I'm sorry, sir. I have not acknowledged you this entire time. So I'm taking this relic every game now. Hey, little guy, I didn't even notice you. But the fact that they had that card that gave you a little bird friend who would physically run up and attack immediately made me go, oh my god, they're going to have a ton of little friends who are animated join you all the time. They're definitely going to have a ton of these throughout the entire game. They wouldn't just show this off in your first run and then only have one or two of them, because this is the only thing I want now. I didn't even know they had this one. I've never taken Pale's Legion before. But they baited me. I think I got jabaited. I think there's only the bird in this guy. I hope they're planning to add a bunch of. Fuck me. I want him. Let me play him. Please. Please let me play him. Damn. Osti's there too. Osti is there too. He counts a little differently though because he's part of a character, you know, but I'll grant you, I should count him. I should count Osti. Glitter, Gamma, Venerate. We're going to be over 5, so we'll be able to play the Meteor if it comes back through. Furnace. Here's what we're going to do. I'm actually going to play this Defend to get it out of my hand. So either I'm preserving stars or we're hitting a 2-mana card. Preserving stars. Pretty solid. Lots of vulnerable on this guy. You can play the rocks in your potion slot instead. I should play at least one rock. I should always be playing one rock now. You right. No, you correct. I like your funny suggestion, Mr. Roman. They have confirmed that if they add another character, it'll be the Watcher. Was that the monk? I'm sorry, I've never been. It's your Slay the Spire Because if it is, I'm actually going to be very underwhelmed. It is. I'd rather they added a new character. I'd rather they made a new character than added back in the Watcher. As many of you can tell by the fact the Ironclad is still at Ascension 2 for me. I'd prefer they add in new characters. What can I say? What can I say except you're welcome? I should be upgrading my attacks. I forgot I have miniature cannon. The fuck am I doing? Unrolling boulder. What is it? It reminds me there was a Pokemon attack. There was an attack in Pokemon, right? That was essentially what this boulder attack is, right? I feel like I can't. I have to be correct on this. Do y'all remember that? It was like a rollout. Thank you. It's just every time I see that, I just think of as a kid because I ran multiple Pokemon with rollout on them because I'm fucking predictable in what I like. I like poison. I like damage that grows exponentially. I'm just a little guy, okay? I'm just a little guy who likes who likes the same things. We have a free crash landing. I want to hit that with patter. So there anything I want to play before? Do another power gives us another free card. Bundle of Joy. We'll see what it is. Entropy. Transform Rend isn't bad, honestly, because you have Weaken and Vulnerable. We'll do that. We can crash land everybody. If we patter crash landing, Ghost Boy's dead. You two are already being overblocked. We could Ultimate Strike or clear some debris. I think I'm gonna clear debris, actually. Let's go. Personally, didn't care for it despite how strong it was. Ice Ball came out in Gen 3 as well. Okay. Shoot, you're swinging 18. Oh, we're already over 18. And we'll kill this lady before she undoes my upgrades. Let's go. Wait, I have Regilite. I'm so happy that I picked up fucking that I ended up picking up fucking Crash Landing. That was a real good card for me. Oh my god, the heater beasted me one too many times not enjoy the one victory I got. Oh gosh. Just gonna take 3, puts him at 7. Gamma. Hell yeah. Unsettling Lamp is interesting. I really wish I'd get Unsettling Lamp sometime when I was really like doing a focused debuff build. I'm almost never really doing one on the runs. It's like Chemical X. Chemical X, Unsettling Lamp. There's a bunch of relics in this game that are very much, hey, guess what? If you happen to have already been doing this build, we're gonna go so insane. But if for some reason you weren't specifically going for this build, well, I guess you lose. Oh my god. Wasn't Shake not bad. Ooh, Pillars of Creation. It's good. Bolas! Doesn't matter for me. I don't gain a lot from Bolas. What? We gain Nunchuck procs, but I think that's it. We're gonna do Pillars of Creation. Do I manifest authority? Creating cards is pretty solid for me. Who am I fighting? The queens. We're gonna have 2 targets. I think I'm gonna Collision? Nah, yeah, I'm gonna narrow my deck up a little bit. How she's gonna remove some of her cards with her like curse effect, I think I'm gonna go this way. Bola, I know, but Bola isn't good on him anymore. He doesn't gain anything from playing colorless cards anymore. They got rid of that effect. Oh my god, I just realized I have a Conquer with Retain in my hand. Alright, let's go. I'm sorry, listen. If they still had Arsenal, that would still, give me strength when I played colorless cards, I'd be more on board for it. But for Regent now, Bola's pretty shit. Bola doesn't really do anything for him now. I'm sorry. Bola's really good on people who want to do a bunch of individual attack. Bola's really good on the silent. And basically no one else. That's not true. That's not true. There's definitely builds that can do some real good stuff with it. But it's like literally, basically it's the opposite characters now. It's like the Silent and Ironclad, I think both gain quite a bit of value from Bola. But now the Regent gains almost nothing from it. Bola is good on Claw Defect. Is it? Because it automatically gets added into your hand anyway. Do you really gain anything from it? Aren't you better off having almost any other zero cost attack? Rake. Yeah. Claw is law? No, that's what I'm saying is you don't want other zero cost cards like Bola, which are just either going to get in the way or not do anything for you, right? Yeah, Rake draws it, and then it draws itself for the rest of the game. It doesn't matter that another card also drew it. Bola will keep drawing itself. What I'm saying is I'm the only one who is correct. And I need you all to accept that. God damn, what a turn one we had. Ma'am, why would you do this? I know that's the main thing you do always, but still, ma'am, why would you do this? I guess it's not optimal, but I like it. Hey, that's fair. I will not deny you liking it. If anything, what I'm saying is me complaining about the fact that they made a card that used to be insane and great on the Regent into not even slightly important on the Regent and better on almost every other character. Worst character though, it's not the worst on the Regent. It's got to be Necrobinder who gets it the worst though, because Necrobinder so frequently is going to be doing builds that are, you know, my brain is soup. Is so frequently going to be doing builds that get rid of strength. So they're going to get the absolute least value out of it. Is there anything I want to get rid of with charge? We could get rid of Rotten War. It's not super important because we're going to have 2 forges going. We could drop one of our defense, I guess. Sure, let's narrow things up a little bit. We're going to play our other power, which gets us a free to breathe, I guess. Ultimate block. And then do I want to slap something at the top? Well, it'll be cursed. Whatever I do will be cursed, right? Do we Bundle of Joy? I think I Venerate? Well, no, I'm already gaining 2 stars every turn, right? Or have I played that one yet? Oh, yeah, I already did. Well, let's see what we've got. Ooh, Prowess would be good. Flash of Steel's hilarious. Thank you, Nunchucks. We'll add Sovereign Blade since it has Retain. Solid. Honestly, I think we got really good cards because we also got Fisticuffs, right? The one that gives us block on our damage. That'd be real good. How do you feel about Riposte buffs? seeing as how you're playing Blade, the is that the one that lets it hit a second time? Oh, is that the block one? I played Riposte when it was shit, and I loved it. If you want to know my opinion of the Riposte buff, it can be most easily explained by the fact that I played Riposte before its buff. It was like, oh, you had to get at least 2 of them, and you had to upgrade them to actually get any real value. But once you did all that, it was pretty fucking good in my opinion. If you want to know my opinion of Riposte, I'm that asshole that played it before it was good. I tried to love it, but I knew my heart about nah, dude. I had one run where I had 2 upgraded Ripostes in my deck, and I fucking loved it. No, what was it? I had 2 upgraded Riposte, and I had the Bone Knife that upgrades your cards when you play them. So I had an upgraded 1 mana cost Sovereign Blade and 2 Riposte, so 16 block whenever I played it. Beautiful. Perfect. No notes. Glitter. No, I don't really want to charge these. I like these 3 cards. Unfortunate. Still, we full block. She's basically half health. Double vulnerable. This is no longer cursed. Let's prophesize. Okay, we'll preserve stars. We only get 2 uses, damn. Do I Sovereign Blade or do I hold on to it till it's enough? That's the real question, isn't it? That's the real question. Because technically there's no reason to play it until it'll kill. I think I'm going to hold it. I think I'm going to hold it. It's going to be building up by 8 every turn. We've got 3 more turns of vulnerable. $79. This just guarantees we'll have it right on the turn we need it. Oh wait, we're already at 79. We're gaining 8, so it should be lethal now. I'm not even going to look. Just play it without thinking. No looking. Yeah! I don't think you need to preserve stars. No, but what if I run out? But what if I run out, V? Think about it. If I run out, then I won't be able to play the star card. Listen, I know I produce more stars per turn than star cost on all of my cards collectively. But what if I run out? I'm the type of person who has fucking consumable potions left after a final boss fight in a video game. That's me. I'm that guy. I'm the guy who never uses the consumables because what if I need them later? Oh my god. All right, y'all. Unfortunately, we won the run, which means it was a full-ass run, which means that is all the time I have for today. I'm so sorry, y'all. But I had a good time. Today was a nice day. We had a real good yap session, and we were talking about shit the whole fucking time, which always lets me know, for me, it was a fun stream. I don't know about y'all. Y'all do you. Y'all take care of yourselves. Listen, if I wasn't talking your way you found fun, you should have left. That's your fault, not my fault. Either way, I love you all. I hope you all have a good evening, good night, good rest of your weekends. I'm gonna go send you off to a bit of milk and rum, okay? Here is our raid target. Here is our raid message. And I hope to see you all there. Take care. And remember, I love you all. Let's get ready to raid in 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's go, bitches.